What? Yeah? Keep talking?
I'm getting
yeah?
you. I think
It's better? No.
it's better for me, but
It's better for you.
them, I think they're not going to run it.
No.
So just wait. I'll fly for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. You don't have it then? No? Let's get some shade.
Yeah, it's not bad in the shade, huh?
Not bad, no. Like you say, the little breeze is perfect,
yeah.
huh? Very nice.
You guys should just all hang out down here.
This is where we're gonna jet.
The APP World Tour welcomes you to beautiful Barbados. Stop 3 of our World Tour this year touches down in Bathsheba. It's the Barbados Pro, presented by C2C Sunglasses. Paul Evans in the studio for the call, alongside Anthony Vela. How's your Caribbean vibes, mate?
Caribbean vibes are treating me well. Loving it here. I feel right at home. How about you?
Yeah, mate, such a beautiful place already. I'm really looking forward to the week competition, discovering the islands. But being to Barbados, everyone's got a smile on their dial, right? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? There's no reason not to smile here. You have every reason to smile. Beautiful water, beautiful waves, beautiful people, and we're going to have a great competition.
So this is stop 3 of our 4-stop tour. And let's think back. We started things off way back late season Hawaii, kicked things off back in February in Sunset Beach. And this one set the tone for the season. We had some good waves over there and some epic competition.
Yeah, it was incredible competition back at Sunset Beach. We saw amazing waves, and we're just so excited to have Sunset Beach on the tour this year. And looks like we're gonna go look at some waves from Sunset.
Yeah, check out a little package of highlights of what went down and kicked off this 2019 season. Of course, 4 stops on tour this year, and it's gonna take a little bit of everything. Whoever's gonna come out on top for our male and female athletes.
Yeah, it's definitely a tour that favors the complete surfer. Big waves, small waves, tube rides, lots of changing and challenging conditions. That's one of the things about the different events on the tour. Sunset Beach, very difficult wave to surf. Bathsheba, Sioux Falls, wave changes a lot. Same thing in Gran Canaria, lots of changing conditions. New York, we had small waves, chest high waves, head high waves. So definitely the World Tour winner will be an all-around surfer. We look at some of these waves from Sunset Beach, and you can see this finals day for the men. We had surf way overhead and some ripping backside surfers right there. That's current 3rd place in the world, Wellington Race from Brazil. He made his first final at Sunset Beach. There is Koinaki Rioja. That is Koinaki right there from Tahiti. The Tahitian assassin just coming in hot. There's Wellington Race again. Talked about him being 3rd place in the world. He's got an outside chance to claim the world title this year. We'll be talking about some of that later. And here you see just a flurry of waves. Fans love Sunset Beach. It's a great place to have a competition, especially for stand-up.
Oh, for try kicking the year off as well, you know, back on the North Shore, Sunset Beach, kind of spiritual home of surfing, the keeper of the flame for all things water sports, and a great place to kick off the season. Obviously, a win in Hawaii comes with the points and the prize money, but also that whole kind of credibility of winning an event on the North Shore.
I mean, if you're going to win any event, Sunset Beach is an event that definitely you're going to put that trophy on your mantelpiece. Surf contests going back there, dating back to the 50s. And now we've got the new sport of stand-up paddling. The first ever APP World Tour event was held at Sunset Beach, and continuing on with that tradition and just seeing these surfers ripping, really opening the eyes of shortboarders, longboarders, and all types of surfers, appreciating what they're doing on the wave.
And we think about the kind of progression of the sport, kind of always pushing new boundaries, and particularly think about that inside bowl section, how tricky it is at Sunset, super technical, and our athletes were really pushing the limits out there.
And those were the athletes that were able to make it into the finals, the ones that could link those first 2 turns out the back and then connect to the inside, looking for the tube ride or looking to hit that final section. And that bottom drops out so quick on Val's Reef, so it takes a lot of guts to go for that final turn. You see Poinike just pulling into a little fun tube, getting a high five from Kyle Vaj, and he is stoked, taking out the Sunset Beach Pro.
So what a way to start off the season. That is our current ratings leader. Beautiful to see the humpback whales out the back. It's kind of a fixture in February, late season in Hawaii. It's beautiful to be there, kind of blending in with nature. It's kind of what we're doing over here in the Caribbean. Of course, we talk about variety and how versatile our surfers are going to need to be to take out this title. And you couldn't get much more of a starker contrast going from Oahu, heading over to the east coast of the United States, New York, Long Island, for stop 2 of the year over in midsummer. Blessed with good waves, some good, clean, crisp conditions.
Yeah, who knew there were waves in New York? But in fact, there's very good waves in New York. You see clips from the wintertime swells that they've been having, getting some nice tube rides, and we had excellent conditions for stop number 2 of the APP World Tour.
All right, let's take a look at some highlights from that event over there in New York. This is back in August. Yeah, beautiful sunny skies, summertime on the eastern seaboard. And the performances, well, our surfers just carried the torch and put on a show for the spectators.
We had some challenging conditions weather-wise in New York, and there were a lot of lay days trying to find the best day. And here we're going to take a look at finals day, running through the quarters, semis, and finals for the men and women. You can see Dolphins came out to play, and just a beautiful, beautiful location for a surf event. The surprise there was Yuka Horikoshi from Japan making it all the way into the final. And no surprise, Poinike Raioha backing up his win in Sunset with the second place in New York. Mateus Salazar able to take use of those left-handers, the goofy footer going left and making his way into the semifinals, earning a 3rd place. And Daniel Hughes just missing out on the final. He took out his friend and training partner, Sean Pointer, current world champion, took him out in the quarters. Daniel Hughes making his semifinals for the first time. And there's Yuka Horikoshi just smashing that end section. Big waves, small waves, you really have to complete that last turn.
Yeah, sure. So, technical surfing taken on the lip. So a real contrast from the challenge posed by Sunset Beach. And our surfers definitely got a chance to show everyone just how kind of technical they're getting. We talk about that shortboard style coming in. It was certainly on display in New York.
Yeah, what the judges are looking for, the shortboard scoring criteria: speed, power, flow, critical part of the wave. And, you know, of course, a little bit of style goes into it as well. And speaking of style, Izzy Gomez has all kinds of style, able to take out the New York Sub Open. And here's Izzy looking at this left. You can see her just throwing spray on a small little wave. She's able to get turns, get points off of any size wave as she gets charioted up the beach, winning yet another event. So Izzy first, Yuka second, Shakira third, and Vanya Torres in 4th place. Luis de Guise taking out the men's, getting his chariot ride. Poinike in second, Mateus Salazar third, and Daniel Hughes in 4th place back in New York, stop number 2.
So really setting things up in terms of our ratings. A winner piece on the men's side for Poinike and Luis, and of course Izzy, our 5-time world champion, just showing why she's been so dominant down the recent years in the sport. And it kind of sets things up now. This is stop 3. Of course, we will have one throwaway of these 4. It's getting to the point where we're starting to talk about world title scenarios. We crunch the numbers, had the calculators out, the abacus, and we could potentially be crowning world champions here. Potentially,
and luckily we had the abacus out because we'd had a few Banks beers and trying to figure out can somebody win a world title at this event. The only 2 somebodies that have a chance to clinch it here, like you mentioned, 4 events. Every athlete gets 1 throwaway, so it's 3 scores that are going to count. So right now, Poinike Raioha and Izzy Gomez are the current ratings leaders. If Poinike wins and the current 2nd place, Luis de Guise, gets 3rd or worse, Poinike can clinch the title, and it's the same thing on the women's side. Izzy Gomez is in 1st place over Fiona Wild. Now, if Izzy takes the win and Fiona gets 3rd or worse, then Izzy Gomez will take the title. So you can basically say the title is in their hands to win or lose here or at the next event in Gran Canaria. So world title is up for grabs, possibly able to be clinched here, and what a great wave in which to do that.
Yeah, definitely crunch time in the season. November in the Caribbean. We are in the Northern Hemisphere, so technically it's winter. Tell you what, it doesn't feel like it at all. Water is turquoise. It's so warm. Just a beautiful time of year to be here. We're fully open to the North Atlantic. And it's getting busy this time of year with storms. Think about our forecast for the week, Anthony. We're looking like pretty consistent waves on offer for us.
Yeah, so what we've heard from the locals, Bathsheba and Sioux Falls in particular, gets wave about 364 days a year. There's that one day where there's no waves, but very consistent break. That's why we've chosen to come here. And we're going to be looking for swells that are coming from the north. These are the ones that wrap around the reef, and they don't have to be that big, but that energy gets channeled through the bottom in a way that makes the wave peak up and make it great potential for scoring opportunity.
Okay, well, we've had word from our head judge, David Nordit. No competition for the day, so we are off for the day. We're not going to be running on day 2 of our waiting period. We have got some good forecasts coming later on in the week, as you mentioned, so looking at maybe 3 full days of competition, something like that. We think we're pretty confident about getting better conditions, so a wise call there. A little bit kind of mixed up out there today, and no need to really send our surfers out in subpar conditions. I like it.
Yep, that's the great part about having a waiting period, is able to pick and choose the best conditions. And Tristan Boxford, the tour director, along with David, helping to make the call, along with myself, and trying to find the best ways for these athletes to get a chance to showcase their surfing. I've been told all the heats are going to be 25 minutes. Finals will be 30, so they're going to get plenty of time to showcase their surfing. And there's $6,000 up for grabs first place, $30,000 total prize money to be given away here at Sioux Falls.
Well, most of us have been in town for a couple of days. We've had some cool free surfing opportunities. And we've also been out and about, just talking to some of our athletes and finding out what they think of the place. Let's get a few insights from Bathsheba and Barbados. Let's take a look at a package we've made in the last couple of days.
Of the APP World Tour.
Hi everyone, I am Aline Saka from Brazil. I am super excited, so grateful to be here in Sioux Falls, one of the most famous right-hander in the world, one of favorite Kelly's later waves in the world. I'm sure it's gonna be very exciting to see everyone surfing so good.
Hopefully get a good result. I need a good one to stay in contention for the title. Just gonna go out there and get a couple turns in.
All the guys and girls doing it at the Super Bowl. Yeah, this is the real spot. Bathsheba, Barbados, the real deal.
You know, I got on New York and finished in 4th place. So I'm hoping to come away with the win this event and continue on to Grand Canaries and, you know, have a chance at, you know, possibly being world champion.
I don't know if it's going to be close, but I know it's going to be giving some of the most exciting stand-up paddle surfing I think that the world has seen. And that's what's going to be really exciting, and I'm sure it's going to come to a tit for tat and a lead change over lead change when it comes down to final time, for sure.
We have the world competition right now, stand-up paddling. I'm just earning me my keep. I going around and making sure the stage is well clean. You don't want to get in trouble. I take all the litter off the ground. Yeah, no smoking. Yeah, and that's what I do. I pretty much maintain the place and keep the place tidy. We want clean, healthy surfing, man.
All right, clean, healthy surfing, Anthony. That's definitely going to be the buzzword for us for the week. That's what we're all about.
Clean, healthy surfing, clean, healthy living. And she said it best, the Sioux Falls is the real deal. And I'm excited, like Sean Pointer said, for these guys and girls to showcase their surfing in a fantastic wave. You can see live action right now, athletes warming up. It has been called off, like you mentioned earlier. Today's a lay day, and we're looking forward to going out and hitting the water.
What do you got lined up? What are you thinking? What are we doing?
First, go see the turtles, then the shipwreck, followed by the monkeys, some more coconut water.
Get a little surfing somewhere?
Little surfing, and we're going to hit the local rum shop.
Sounds good to me. It's definitely in that order as well. Okay, the rum shop's last. We'll do that when we've done. Had a productive day. Next call tomorrow will be Wednesday local time here. It's 8 a.m. So join us online then, and we'll see if we're going to have our first day of competition. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. You.